Today we're going to be talking about a couple of different item classes that sometimes fly under the radar of certain investors, and we're going to be talking about why these items have been doing so well recently, some good news that maybe people haven't necessarily even realized for these items, and what maybe we can or should be looking for going forward with some of these items as well. Obviously, you can see one of them on the screen right here is Number K, one of the most iconic agents in the game, and yeah, Number K has been doing quite well in terms of price recently, and I do think there's some good reasons for that. But first, just want to mention real quick, if you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items for cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, whatever you're looking for, I can hopefully help you get a deal done. Hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. I'm looking to buy almost anything and everything, whatever you have in terms of CS2 items, whether it be cases, capsules, stickers, knives, skins, agents, whatever. I'm looking to buy most stuff for between 85 and 90% buff, giving you guys an instant cash out. You don't have to worry about waiting around, getting scammed, anything like that. Safe, efficient, quick, all that good stuff. And of course, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content. With that being said, let's get right into this video today. So, Number K has been going pretty crazy over the past month. This is a 23% upswing for this agent here. But if you start to look at some other agents around CS2, depending on who your favorite agent is or what agent you like or whatever, there is tons of agents that are doing very, very well. You have obviously the most expensive agent in the game, very iconic in his own right. You have Sir Bloody Miami Daryl. He is up 23%. This is crazy because he's expensive. You know, this is $75 on the Steam Marketplace for just one agent. But he's very cool. It's a good-looking agent. He has a lot of cool things going for him. Obviously, if you just look at him, he looks cool with the Miami kind of Miami Vice look and feel and everything. He's got the gold watch, so you can see obviously when you're like looking at your skins and guns and knives and all that stuff. He's got the face mask. He's got the whole thing going for him. But an expensive agent, but still, again, up 23% in the past month. You have Blueberry's Buckshot, which I think is a cool agent, but this is, I know, one that Anomaly talks about a lot. He's like the only blue agent. He's got like the blue camo, whatever. This is not up as much, but still up almost 6% in the past month, doing quite well. Another agent that I like is Elite Trapper Solman, or Solman, or however you say it. This guy's up 8% to $17, up 8% in the past month. I think this one's cool because he's got the chains on and stuff. Just kind of looks like a badass agent. It looks pretty cool. You have Medium Rare Crasswater, the shirtless guy, up 17%. Agents are doing very, very, very well. And one reason why I think this is when you look at the most recent update, this call to arms update or whatever, you can see we had tons of new content. We had a new case. We had a new knife. We had some new skins. We had a Zeus skin. Of course, in the case, we had a bunch of other new knives and stuff like that. We had new stickers. We had new music kits. But the one thing, or the couple things that we didn't get in this new update was obviously any new agents and any new patches. Those were kind of the two main things as far as investment categories and everything that I really noticed that we didn't get. So any supply or demand or whatever going on for this thing remained unchanged, you know, and the demand could have even increased because obviously the Call to Arms update has been seen as a big success. If we start to look at the CS2 player base, we can see that things have been going quite well. We've gained about 25,000 players on average for the month of February, and now headed into March, and in the past 30 days, we've had, you know, even more. So we are getting month over month growth in CS2 right now. And the most exciting part here is not only the average player base that's increasing, the peak player base is also increasing as well. More and more people are playing this game. More and more people are playing this game at the same time, and that is pumping everything up. They're doing this because we're getting closer and closer to the Copenhagen Major, which is getting people excited. You know, the RMRs were an exciting time. You see somebody like Donk popping off, you want to play CS2. You want to try and pop up yourself. He makes it look so easy. It looks like you can hop in there, you know, and get a 3K and just kind of aim check everybody and just go absolutely crazy. But yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the major. That's going to get people excited about playing, watching, buying skins, doing all that good stuff. But also, the call to arms update and all the updates to crafting and the new content, new case, and new skins, that gets people excited. But also CS2 as a game is just getting better. They're making more and more changes. They are fixing the game. This is not the terrible game that CS2 was on release. This is a much better, much more polished version. Now, is it perfect? No, absolutely not. It has so much further to go, which is an exciting thing. That is a great sign. Think if CS2 is doing this well right now with almost 1.5 million peak players, imagine when CS2 has a ton of new content, all the game modes, has hopefully a better anti-cheat system, hopefully has all these things. The future should hopefully be very, very bright for CS2. It should make you confident and comfortable as an investor. But yes, we are seeing some good growth in terms of the player base and stuff overall. Players are coming back to the game, new players are being added to the game, all that good stuff. And again, no agents or patches, which is a good thing. Now, obviously, the main thing for agents that does kind of suck is they are not consumable. But when people are coming back, if they want a new agent, if they do want something fun to play with, or a new agent skin or whatever, they're buying these, and these things are going quite well right now. And again, the overall supply of agents has not increased with any new ones, and there's no new competition for agents or anything like that. So the best agents are going to do well as the game gets more popular and as players are coming back. Now, obviously, one thing to keep in mind is that, hey, we're probably going to get some kind of new operation, or who knows, CS2 could do something new altogether, entirely whatever. This isn't CSGO anymore. They don't have to do the same stuff, where we could get some new agents here fairly shortly, sometime over the next couple months, sometime maybe in like the summer or something like that, who knows, or maybe even shortly after the Copenhagen Major. And if we do start to get some new content and some new agents, you do have to be kind of careful. But until then, again, I do think it is a very, very good sign that there have been no new agents added to the game. So I'm not surprised that agents have been doing so well, and I would not be surprised if they kind of keep going up. Again, these are some of my favorite agents. These are the ones that I would kind of be keeping an eye on, but there is tons of other good agents out there. All the female agents are pretty good because there's not very many. I know Vipa Sista people really, really like. All the Daryls, of course, are going to be pretty iconic. I know there's like the Dr. Romanov, I think is pretty cool, or Romanov, or however you say it. I think Safecracker Voltzman is pretty cool, one that I would maybe keep an eye on. And then even some of the cheaper ones still end up doing pretty well. So yeah, I think agents overall are doing quite well recently, so that's something to keep an eye on. But again, the other one is patches. Patches, the big thing that they have going for them over agents is they are actually consumable. Obviously, when you use a patch, the supply is going to go down. When you use an agent, that supply stays up there. But obviously, agents aren't dropping anymore, so supply isn't going to be increasing. But the supply of patches, is actually going to be decreasing over time. So we have something like the Dead Men patch, which is up 17% in the past month. We have something like the Bayonet Frog patch. It's about even, but again, it's still doing so well with how expensive it is. $275 on Steam. That's absolutely crazy. You have the Mad Sushi patch, some of these other Riptide patches. This one's down a little bit, but still, I think it is in a position to continue to do well, because we look, obviously, numbers are going to be skewed because now we're getting into like the territory of the CS2 hype when we look out a year, but this patch is up almost 500% in the past year. So the fact that it's down a little bit this month, it's not even that bad. It still has been absolutely killing it. And again, with no new patches to increase the overall supply of patches, or no new patches to increase competition or anything like that, people who come back to the game and want new agents and want patches and stuff like that, they're going to have to go towards some of these Riptide patches. They're going to have to go towards, what are currently some of the best patches in the game. Now, again, you have to keep in mind with some of these patches, you have to be careful, because if a new update does come out, a new operation comes out or whatever, and some very good patches or just new patches in general come out, hey, there might be less demand for Deadman. There might be less demand for Bayonet Frog or Mad Sushi or whatever, but you also have Sunset Wave up 16% in the past month. So patches and agents have been going absolutely crazy. The other thing that has been doing quite well, and I think is in a position to succeed, especially because we didn't get any new content to compete with it in the Call to Arms update, and the fact that the Call to Arms update has been so good and so well received by the community, is the Stockholm patches. The Stockholm patch packs are up 31% over the past month. Obviously, everything to do with majors is getting hyped up right now. We're getting ready for that Copenhagen Major, and there's no other team patches out there, no other patch packs to compete. So these have been doing well, and I think, again, patch packs, I think in the long term are a very, very good investment. I love this Contenders patch pack. Has so many cool ones in it. You have Virtus Pro, you have Shanghai Sharks, not Shanghai Sharks, you have Sharks. I always want to call it Shanghai Sharks, but it's not that. You have Copenhagen Flames and Tropic, Tai Lu, VP, Sharks. So many good patches in this pack. It is a very, very good one. And again, we're not likely to see patches returning for the Copenhagen Major, so this is going to be a unique item going forward. And again, a consumable item where the supply is just going to drop over time. These things have been doing so well. Returns in the past year looking at about 107%. I think they're going to keep going up. I love this item. I own some of this. I think it's going to keep doing well. And again, the Tai Lu patch over the past month up 8%. Patches, agents, this stuff is hot right now. These things are doing so well. And again, we got a ton of new content lately, and we're probably going to get some new content in the future. But for right now, with no new patches and no new agents being added to the game, these two item classes continue to do well, and they are both agents and patches, investments that I think a lot of people kind of sleep on. A lot of people kind of miss out on, fly under the radar. But if you look at some of these gains, these have been very, very good. Agents and patches have been better than owning like skins or knives or gloves. That's for damn sure. But I feel like people own the other ones more often than patch or agents or whatever. So remember to keep an eye on this. And remember that as long as we don't get new ones, the demand is going to be headed towards the old patches and the old agents, or the existing patches and the existing agents, and they're going to continue to probably rise in value, so keep an eye on them. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.